What is the practical effect of this order? What countries can Benjamin Netanyahu not visit now because he could be arrested?
Well, this is a very good question. Certainly, there are certain states who have immediately said they will not be enforcing these warrants, Argentina, Hungary, and the Czech Republic. But even those states that haven't publicly come out to say that they would enforce have quite a difficult balancing exercise now to conduct, because the validity of these warrants is going to be critical to the consideration that these states have to take. On the one hand, they may consider themselves to be bound as members of the court to acquiesce to any request that they enforce these warrants. But on the other hand, they are also bound by immunity in international law, which heads of state like Netanyahu enjoy. And if these are, in fact, as I strongly argue them to be, unlawful warrants made on the basis of no jurisdiction without validity, then seeking to enforce them would in and of itself be a breach of the international customary laws on the immunity of heads of state. So it's putting a lot of these individual members of the ICC in a very, very difficult position.
James.
Well, given all of that, and given what you've talked about and spoken about so eloquently about just what a threat to jurisprudence and legal principles this ICC is, we know in the past it's been used by dictators to prosecute enemies and things of that nature. Should nations like Australia simply pull out of the ICC?
Well, that's one option. Another is to make it very clear to the court, up with this we will not put, and to indicate very strongly that all of the questions about jurisdiction, which were raised with the court, both in 2020, when the pretrial chamber was first considering the opening of an investigation in this context, and also again now in the context of this application for warrants. Many states, international legal experts, international organizations made representations challenging the court. And that is the key here. If the court cannot be reformed, if it cannot be stopped from this political agenda, then leaving it is always an option. But seeking to raise this issue on the agenda when it threatens international law more broadly, and when it also essentially puts at risk all other law-abiding Western liberal democratic states.